What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Fiction. So today we're going to talk about the season finale of Dark, season 3, episode 8, The Paradise. So we have this opening scene of Jonas's father, and I almost forgot about Jonas's father. I almost forgot about his character because I haven't seen him in so long. And when I watched this episode, I thought that for a second, I had clicked on the wrong episode. I was like, wait, is this season 1, episode 1? We're seeing Jonas's dad and it's the same scene. Maybe on the wrong season. But we see Jonas's dad while he's killing himself, and that is the intro to this episode. That sets the tone for this entire episode, and it shows how we have to start there to fix everything. We have to go back to the beginning, to the origin, as they say in this episode. We have to go back to the beginning, and I feel like that opening scene really gives off that message for this episode. Remember in the last episode we had Jonas kind of play homage to his dad in this episode, and his dad in season 1 when he killed himself and hung himself. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they added that, and that they not only added that in the last episode but had this in the beginning of this episode. So we get to the scene with Claudia and Adam is just shocked. He's shocked, but at the same time you can see that he's kind of hurt in a way, and he looks at Claudia and he's like, how? What are you doing here? How? Claudia tells them that the connections are outside of both of our worlds, and that our thinking is shaped by dualities, and that it's wrong. It says that nothing is complete without a third dimension. So Adam is just like, third dimension? The Chiqueta? He questions, and she says the only way to fix this is to basically prevent time travel. Then we get to Martha's scene. So Martha finally comes face to face with her child, and you guys guessed it. A lot of people had guessed this. It is Cleflip, the Cleflip guy, the Cleflip kid. And I don't know about you guys, but I felt really warm inside when they finally embraced each other and came face to face, and Martha was just looking like, my child. Ava presents scarred face Martha with the folded clothes and the gun, and says that if you want to fix this, you have to do what needs to be done. Basically shoot Jonas. What we see happened in the last episode. This is actually just the beginning of showing how it led to that. Then we jump back to old Claudia and Adam, and she tells Adam, I had to let this happen again. The knot can be broken if Adam gets Jonas to get Martha. If Adam gets Jonas to get Martha so they can go back to the origin to stop everything. Then Adam meets Jonas, and he tells Jonas, you gotta go get Martha. You guys need to fix this. This is our fault, and only the both of you can basically go fix it. Jonas becomes the loophole for both time zones. Basically him and Martha become the loophole. He goes to get Martha, and that scene where he's running to go get Martha, I was like, please don't let anybody interfere, because for a moment I thought that they were gonna stop it and that wasn't gonna happen. I thought Future Magnus was gonna come, and because Future Magnus looked at him and I thought he was gonna hurry up and try to grab her or do something. So I'm glad that didn't happen. And then him and Martha finally get to their destination, and they're just out in the street, and Martha's like, oh my god, you're alive? And Jonas is just like, you look like her. He ruined the moment, because it was she thought that was him, and then he basically had to tell her oh, you look like her, basically confirming to her I'm not who you think I am. I'm not that Jonas. I'm a different version of Jonas. I'm just like, oh, poor Martha. And then Jonas basically tells Martha we did this, we have to fix it, and the only way that we can fix it if we go back to the time zone before that scientist guy's son died in that accident, and we have to fix everything, and I don't want to exist. I would rather just fix everything. And he basically tells Martha that, and they have this moment. Then it jumps to the scene with Adam and Ava, and Adam spills the news to Ava, and Ava's thinking, you're gonna come here, you're gonna kill me, I already know what's gonna happen. She's gassed and thinking she already knows what's gonna happen. Come to find out, she doesn't know what's gonna happen. Adam is like, well, yeah, I was gonna do that, but things have changed now. Now we're both gonna die because this is our fault. And Ava's just like, oh my god, what have you done? And she's shocked, she's in tears, and he's just like, Jonas and Martha is gonna fix it. They must go to the beginning to fix it all. Then Jonas and Martha have this moment. He asks her while they're in the cave, was your Jonas different? Like a tear trickles down his face, and I was just like, oh my god. That scene with them in a cave, I loved how those little sparkles of stardust or before they went through that time zone started to happen. And I remember that happened in the second season, I believe, when Katarina was in the cave and she was going through time, going from one time zone to the next, and that those stardust sparkles of stars kind of just helped her transition her way to the other time. I loved how they did that again. Made it even more beautiful because you had Jonas and Martha together in that scene. I also love the Matrix scene. Like, cool. It's very extraterrestrial, outer space, galaxy, stars, stardust type of feel. It made me wonder, like, imagine being a conscious human being surrounded by nothingness in an abyss, walking, like, as it never ends. That would be terrible. So then we have this open door scene where Martha sees young Jonas and Jonas sees young Martha as they're trying to find each other. I love that they did that. I love that they brought their kids' selves into this. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe it was like them killing off their old selves, so that's why they saw their kids' selves. I'm not sure what that scene was about, but I did like it. I also love the scene right before they met up with each other where their backs were turned and they were walking, and how the split scene made it come together. I thought that was really important that they did that because the both of them create that third world, and then both of them create everything else. Then finally, Jonas and Martha comes face to face with the scientist guy whose name I cannot pronounce. His son Merrick, and the baby mother. And I was thinking first, why did she come out the car while it was raining, pouring down raining, and they had like what looks to be a newborn infant baby? And I'm just like, it's pouring down raining, like that baby's gonna get sick. I mean, I know she was worried, but you know. So Jonas basically tells the guy, like, the bridge is closed, don't go. And he takes that as a sign of they're angels. They basically saved his life, and he goes back to his dad's house. But before we end that scene, surprise, surprise, the baby is Charlotte. So lastly, there is this heartfelt moment with Jonas and Martha, and he tells her right before they start to dissipate into the abyss, into nothingness, and he says that we are a perfect match, believe nothing else. And that right there, that right there was what we needed, because that line right there tells us that no matter what they do, they're always gonna end up back together. That's what I got from that line. I did like how they made the death scene look very beautiful. They made death look very appealing because of how they died, how they were turning into dust, but the dust were like sparkles of gold, and how they did this music that went along with the whole scene. It all fit well together. Then we get to that final scene, and we have Hannah, Waller, Regina, Elizabeth's dad, whose name I can't get right now, and his mistress, who I believe is a trans woman, and Katarina, all sitting at the table, eating, laughing, drinking wine. And Hannah looks over, and I believe on a chair or on a railing, she sees the yellow jacket. Jonas's yellow jacket. That is a sign, everyone. That is a sign. It's not over. No matter what you do, Jonas is here. He's here. Even when his physical body's not here, he's here. Also, guess what, everyone? Hannah is pregnant. Hannah's always pregnant in every time zone, in every scene, and it's always by a different person. Like, this time it's Waller, and I'm just like, dang. So I feel like every time Waller's character is revealed in some way, like we're about to learn something about him, it just gets cut short. And they were about to tell us, like, he was about to tell everyone how he got his eye fixed, and then it basically gets cut short because the lights go out. When they come back on, Hannah talks about, I dreamt of this. This is deja vu. I dreamt of infinite darkness, of nothing. And they're just like, haha, you're crazy. Like, you should probably get that checked. We all know that it's hinting to something. We know. So Regina says, what would you guys wish for if there was an apocalypse? Like, if this is the end of the world, what would you wish for? And Katarina, no hesitation, says, I would wish for a world without Wending, which is so ironic because of everything that happened. Lastly, Hannah says, the unborn child, I like the name Jonas. And then it goes off like, y'all. Don't leave us with that ending. That was definitely a cliffhanger ending, and we all know if there's gonna be a season 4, if there's gonna be a season 4, we gotta assume that everything's gonna happen again, but just in different ways. So overall, I enjoyed this last episode. I enjoyed this entire season. I thought it was good, especially the visuals with the whole Matrix scene. So is there gonna be a season 4? Do you guys know? Comment below and let me know. Also comment below and let me know, what are your speculations if there was or is gonna be a season 4, and what do you think would happen? Definitely let me know in the comments, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to get notified for future videos. And I will see you all next time. Peace out. Also, before you go, be sure to get you a copy of Rain. It is a psychological thriller about a group of young adults in a psych ward who have been living there their entire lives. They think they're never going to get out, and they get this new counselor who is young, who is trying to help them, who is trying to understand them. But he slowly learns that these kids, I don't think they're just crazy. I think that there's something else going on in this place. I think that they're being abused, yes, but also I think these kids have some sort of psychic abilities or some type of power in some way, and that it's all connected to him. This book has an array of characters, and it's a very broad genre. It's psychological thriller, it's sci-fi, it's horror. It also has schizophrenic characters with personality disorders, characters with PTSD, characters who experience sexual trauma. It goes there in every way. So if you're interested in getting a copy, you can definitely hit me up at this email, and you would get percentage off of this book. Or if you cannot do that, you can hit the link in the description box below if you don't have an email, and you can go to Amazon and purchase this book. Any type of support would be awesome and great. Thank you guys for watching this video, and like I said, I will see you all next time. But before I go, if you would like to hear the read aloud of this book, because I think I forgot to reading this in the last video, so if you guys want to stay tuned for that, then yeah. Remember John Smith, he was on the phone, he was talking, and there was someone else on the phone, and the other person that was on the phone ended up being Neo, but Neo's dead, so he's like, that's not possible. How is that possible? Basically, Neo has telekinesis powers. Even though she's dead, he's trying to figure out, how is she talking to me right now? I'm losing my mind. But at that same time, he was with all the Wright brothers, Joseph, his little brother, his older two brothers, his older brother and his stepbrother, and the office, and they started fighting and everything, so he walked out, he stepped out, but when he came back in, he passed out. Or so they say, he passed out. Chapter 13, Water. John Smith. My eyes open, and glancing above is two blue eyes. Orko? Orko is the name of his brother. You okay? I touched my head. It feels like I was hit with an oversized brick. What happened? What happened? I asked the man. You passed out. He looks around at his brother. You hit your head pretty hard. Don't you remember? Ouch. No. My head throbs as I try to pull myself up. Whoa, easy there. Easy. Leon looks over at this figured being, whispering. Ah. I touch my head. It's bleeding a bit. Ah. Wow. I must have hit it pretty hard, huh? Yeah. He looks at me with his hand on my head, staring. Maybe you should go lie down. No, we didn't finish talking. Another voice intervenes. Smith, we did finish. Don't you remember? They finished? But when and where was I? Here. Leon rubs my head. Spencer apologized to Joseph and myself. We've actually settled our differences, for the sake of Jake, who was very happy. What? I sit staring back at the two. What? Spencer's gonna work on getting Joseph out of here, and better. He smiles, stroking my shoulders. But I voice. What's happening with my voice? You said he wasn't ready. Spencer steps out, nodding to his brother, who eases in closely, caressing my leg. Sounds like they're up to no good. Sounds sus. Well, yeah, he shrugs. And my mouth feels numb, like I can't move it, but I try to get the words out. I thought Spencer hates to Joe. Well, they aren't the best of friends, but I thought I heard you guys arguing and fighting. I thought... Shh. Shh. He places a hand on my lips. You should relax, okay? We can talk about it later. I should go. You need rest. I shake my head, trying to get up from the seat, but he grabs my hand. Let's go back to your office. Come on. I'm lifted from the couch like a baby who can't walk. I feel like a feather. I'm not even walking, just floating in thin air with the tree leaves and the birds. A sweet scent fills my nostrils as we enter a vortex of spinning paintings. The walls are melting, dripping black sulfur. A gray blur distracts my vision, but my body keeps floating. Put me down. Please, put me down, I object. A fly buzzes past my ear. The fly is kind of the transition. So now, this is the flashback. We enter the room. I get tossed down. My pants are pulled down to my ankles. What are you doing? I want to ask, but my lips can't move because I can't talk. Stop. A whisper enters my head. It's okay. You'll be alright. Then what happened? What? With your dad? What happened when he found out? What? I look around the room, dazed. How did I get here? John? John, are you alright? Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. So, John just got dropped off at his office and he passed out. But then as he was getting carried to his office, he kind of went into this flashback of him being sexually abused and basically raped. And he was going in and out. So he doesn't know how he got from that point of being carried to having that flashback to suddenly ending up in front of the kids talking to them. I run to the bathroom to splash water on my face. The cold dew moistens the dead flesh I call a face. It lightens up like a brand new polished coin. My eyes are covered in bags. My breath smells like cigarettes. I step out, fixing my clothes. John, you're back. You okay? I'm sorry. I have to leave early today. But you can't, yells Kale. Yeah, it's Kale's birthday. Yeah, we're having a party for her, says Tracy. My head wobbles, sending a shock to my buckling knees. John? Yo, you alright? You look sick. Huh? No. I shake my head in confusion. No, I'm fine. I'll see you later at the party. 6 p.m. Don't be late, John, yells Kale. Bye. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. The room is spinning. I step outside for some fresh air. There it is, the black Buick from the hotel. And the one Leon was getting in the night we met. Out steps Kat, dazzled in a sparkling red dress like a Showtown girl. I hide behind the wall, watching her get out with a tall, slender, pale guy with green eyes. It's Leon? I wait till they're inside to step out. Leon and Kat, I ponder. At the cafe, the hotel. This entire time he was her baby daddy? I can't believe how clueless I've been. Wow. I chuckle at my oblivion. I take a walk around the block, passing a park. I take a seat in silence and look up to see her in the park, perched on a swing. Am I hallucinating? I rub my eyes. No, this isn't real. You're not here. This isn't real. I close my eyes and open them. She's gone. My phone rings. Hello? But all I hear is static. Hello. Even more static. Great. John. Hello? Neil. Neil, is that you? I ask, half excited, the other half hoping this is all a terrible nightmare. John? Where are you? She ruefully asks. I'm at the park. Hello? I whisper with paranoia. I'm at the park. Hello? I whisper with paranoia. Go back. What? More static rattles our connection. Stop looking. Just go back. Her tone is defeating. What are you? It's over. Stop looking. She sounds scared. Looking for what? She stops talking, but I listen for her breath, waiting and waiting, but there's no response. Is she still there? Did she hang up? Neil! Neil! I fearfully yell. Me. The call drops. I sit on the park bench, dumbstruck. What just happened? What just happened? So basically, Neil keeps on calling John constantly over and over. This time she called him while he's at the park, on the park bench, and she told him to stop looking for me, stop searching for me, because he's trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening. She was like, don't worry about me, stop looking for me, stop searching for me, stop trying to figure out why I gave you that note, just forget all about it. And he's like confused because he's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time to do another video and talk more about this.